this project, go to the blog and click the link to get the Cricut Design Space project. When you load it onto your design space, it'll look like this. And I'm going to get rid of those little rectangles and hide them by clicking the little icon next to it, because those are your ribbons and you're not going to need to cut that. The rest of it we're going to cut out of Cricut Everyday Vinyl. That's the one that I used in kind of a matte gold. And when you go over to start your project, do not forget to mirror your image. Very important that you mirror it. And you can see right there, I'm clicking that to make sure everything's mirrored. And then you're going to set your material to iron on and cut your ribbon decals. When you're doing iron on, there's a shiny side and a matte side. And the shiny side is the film, and the shiny side goes down on your mat. So just make sure that you're putting it that direction, and make sure that you get it stuck really well to your mat and nice and smooth. That'll give you the best cut possible. So I'm loading it in my machine, doing a little speed up here while it cuts out the decals. The decals are going to go on this ribbon, and so you have to begin the tedious process of weeding all of your vinyl. I chose these decals because 3 ribbons will fit a small mini tree. This is a tree that is about 18 inches tall that we're going to be decorating, and I did buy the pre-lit tree because I like having the lights on there. We're just going to weed all of the pieces of vinyl. You're going to have 2 sayings, a tractor, a cowboy hat, and a cowboy boot. And that's what we're doing here. Okay, I'm going to get out my Easy Press and get it heating up. While I'm doing that, I've picked out my ribbon. It's a wire-edged fall looking ribbon, and I'm going to cut 3 pieces about 12 inches long to put our iron-on decals on. I chose this length because 3 of them work really well on a small tree, and about 18 inches tall is what my tree is, and that's about all you need to make it look right. So I'm just gonna cut those apart, and then we're going to iron on the decals. Couple of things when you're ironing on. You don't want to use an ironing board because it's too soft. This is a Cricut Easy Press mat. If you don't have that, then you're going to want to use a folded up towel and put it on a table. So I'm putting this on my workspace, and I'm going to heat up the ribbon for about 5 seconds or so, just so that the surface is warm when I place my decal onto it. And then you're going to follow the directions on Cricut. Cricut has, if you search for Cricut Easy Press settings, it will take you to a website where you can look at it on your phone. You can put what kind of iron-on you're using and what kind of material you're doing, and it will give you the settings. It will tell you what to set the Easy Press temperature to and how long to do the press. For Cricut Everyday Iron-On like this one, you're going to want to press it until it feels like it's stuck well. I just do it a few times if it's not sticking well. And then you want to let it cool enough that you're taking it off warm but not hot, and definitely not cold either. That's the setting for Easy Press for Everyday Iron-On. So make sure you look at that app. It's really easy, or the website, and it will tell you all of this information. So we're just going to finish ironing everything on here now. got everything ironed onto your ribbon, you're going to want to cut the ends, just fold them each end in half and cut down the center to make the ribbon have a kind of a jagged edge on the end of it. And we're going to do that for all 3 ribbons. Now it's time to put everything together. To put on the ribbon, I'm going to gather the end of it and I'm going to wrap it with a piece of floral wire. So I'm using really thin wire here to do this. Just cut off a thin piece of it. You're going to wrap it around the end of the ribbon in a gather it together. And I just wrapped it a few times around the middle, just like that. And then you're going to wire it to one of the branches. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. And then you're going to flatten out the ribbon, make it look nice. You're just looking for something that looks good on the tree where you place it so you can read what you've ironed onto it, the cute saying, and then you're going to wire it to the branch. You're going to do this for all 3 of the ribbons. The final step here is to add your sunflowers and your leaves from the sunflowers. So I just bought a single bush of sunflowers from the craft store and I cut each of the sunflowers off. I'm going to place them and place the leaves that came with it around inside the tree, and I'm just going to do that all the way around the whole tree until I like the way that it looks. And I'm not going to attach anything permanently until I know that I like the way it looks, and then I'll go back in after I've got everything where I want it to be, and then we're going to hot glue or wire the pieces in there, okay? So I took it outside so that you could see it better, and this is what your final tree will look like. Hey, don't forget to sign up for our newsletter to get access to our free, huge project library. Tons of craft projects, tutorials, patterns, all for free. And in your first newsletter, you'll get invited to our chat and craft sessions, where we help you get your craft projects started and help you find time to finish them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.